right, my name is Joshua Glassbrook, and for my 2-minute tell-story, I did an interview with my girlfriend, Tara Mingus, who is also known as Toto Roll on her roller derby team. The roller derby team is what I pretty much did my 2-minute tell-story on. So, it's a pretty simple one. It all comes down to availability, so I knew that her schedule was pretty much going to be open, and her team is very accepting of people with, I don't know, any sort of arts to come in and just record and do whatever, news, anything. So I thought maybe an action-packed kind of interview could be something fun to experiment with.
That's fine. Oh my gosh, my dirty dishes. You said you blur it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The most challenging aspect of my project was probably the interview in the first place. So the room that we had to record in was really small, and just getting depth or anything within the project was just a pain in the butt, to be quite honest with you. But also a bit of the interview, it took around 2 hours long just to get the entire thing done. I don't really blame my girlfriend. She's not the most talkative person in the world, especially about her own interests that often, so I can't blame her. What I enjoyed most was actually the post kind of workings of the project. So just a lot of the music and a lot of the just moving shots, that was probably what I liked to edit the most out of the entire project. So it was a pleasurable experience, to say the least. If I could do one thing differently, I would change locations of where we took the interview. It was really it's a really old house in the first place, so just thinking about how we could shorten the power immediately as we turned the lights on was kind of scary. So just moving locations for more depth and just more reliability was probably a better go, but I still got it done. My favorite shot that I got was, so I turned up the shutter speed a lot for one of the shots, and it created a really motion blur kind of dreamlike motion. I don't know. It was really interesting, and I remember seeing it in a couple different movies that I've seen in the past. So I thought maybe I'd give it a try, and it worked out amazingly. So I really liked that shot a lot. I believe my editing helped tell my story with just a lot of the music and whatnot, the music, the shots, etc. It made the story more interesting for those to have a better time listening to, pretty much. Because roller derby, some people, just honestly, it's a hard sport to understand at some points, so just trying to make it more interesting for anybody who's watching is probably my best and most reasonable way to get people to actually listen, I guess. So if I had anything to add, I'd probably say that Ace Tantina is an amazing artist. Please listen to them.